All right, and we're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Chelsea Southampton live watch along. Unfortunately, I have started very late, just got home, and I really did want to watch this game because I thought it was going to be a good game as it is right now. So, apologies that we've started 11 minutes in, but I am just going to get myself set up on my other platforms to let them know we are live. So, give me a second for that, and then we will be within this game. But right now, Chelsea are attacking a lot. It does seem like they are going to be the more dominant team in this game. So let's see. I mean, it's going to be a really good game in my eyes, and it's going to be interesting to see who's going to have the upper hand. So let me just do this. All right. Give me a second, guys. And here we go. Right then. I think we are all sorted now. So we can get into this without any issues. All right then. Okay. Make this full screen again. Sorry. Um, yeah, so as I said, this game is clearly being dominated by Chelsea so far, 13 minutes in. And here we go. Sterling has a chance. Sterling shoots, but it's very weak. And Bazunu claims it very easily. Obviously, Bazunu is the new loanee, I believe, from Manchester City. If he is alone, I'm pretty sure he is. So yeah, let me just do a quick audio check. Yep, that's excellent. All right. And it looks like we're good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so obviously, in terms of what this game could mean for the two sides, there's not a lot in it. I mean, to be honest, we're still in early doors and anything can happen. But if Chelsea do win this game, they would climb their way into the top four, which is where they potentially want to, somewhat finish. And then with Southampton, in respect to them, if they do get this win, they will overtake Liverpool and Man United and get into a more mid-table slash just outside the top six. So in all honesty, anything can happen here. So let me just sort this out, guys. Sorry, it's a lot of things at once, but we should be good. Southampton do currently have the ball. This game will potentially be dominated by Chelsea to a meteorical extent. Obviously, Southampton are a team lacking quality in recent years, and in all honesty, they need to improve. Whether that's through a new manager or new ownership, we'll have to wait and see. But in my eyes, Chelsea are just thriving under Tuchel. I mean, the signings they've brought in, they are looking brilliant. So make sure to check out all my social links in the description as well, guys. If you're interested in looking at my other social medias, I'm just getting the live up on TikTok now. Been very. Oh, here's Ziyech. Oh, Southampton clear. I've been very, unorganized with this live. Had to come home late, later than I'd expect, later than I'd want. But there is, a lot of talk about this game because it does seem one-sided, but Southampton are still a very solid team. We saw how they played against United. They got very unlucky not to get a point out of that. And United are one of the more on-form teams after beating Liverpool, who did go on to win 9-0. So you have to give them credit. You have to give them credit. Right. 16 minutes in, and it's still nil-nil, looking very stale on the goal parts. But I do think Chelsea will probably take the lead within this game. So let's see. Hope the network is good on the live. Seems that we are in good hands. I'm just gonna give up. Southampton do have a throw in now in a very good space. We'll see if they can do anything. It's a long throw. It's put in the box. It's scrambling. Che Adams tries to get a shot off, but it's blocked. And now Chelsea are countering. Salisu gets away with it. Salisu is a very good defender, very solid, and he was honestly one of the highlights of the United games. He pretty much dominated Ronaldo by an existential amount. I mean, Ronaldo was seriously not feeling it that game, and it is sad to see. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. What is going on with Ronaldo? Is it just simply a matter of age? I mean, we thought that man didn't age, but it is seeming that, you know, he indeed does. He indeed does. Here we go. Southampton on the attack now. It's cleared by Chelsea. Interesting. It is interesting that it's starting to become very, very attack minded. Salisu, pretty much Southampton's hope from these throw ins. He's seemingly a really big part of these long throw ins. I'm just struggling to go live here, guys. Sorry, I mean, it's really weird. I can't go live on my TikTok page, but I'm trying to sort it out. I'm gonna figure out the issue. That will be in the link in my description if you guys want to check it out. I do upload a lot of football content on there as well. And tonight I will be releasing a Manchester United rebuild video. If you guys are interested in that, make sure to turn on post notifications and subscribe so you don't miss that. So let me see. I mean, 20 minutes in, this game's gone very fast. I mean, maybe it's because I'm scrambling all over the place, but multiple attacks from both teams. And now here's Chelsea. Here's Raheem Sterling, who obviously got a double in his last game against Leicester in their 2-1 win. Went from scoring no goals to 2 goals in his first run of goals. Very good player. Very experienced in the Prem. Won many Premier League titles. What a beast. What a beast he is. Here we go. Cucurella on the ball now. Crosses it in. Tries to find somebody, but it's wide as Piliqueta cannot collect it. Chelsea are seemingly dominating. And I say that with a capital D. Now here's Sterling. Sterling in the box. Whips it in. Oh, what a miss. Mason Mount with the miss of the week. He is calling for a deflection here. Let's take another look at that. Was it a deflection? Let's see. Sterling does brilliant work here to get around these players. And then what happened? Mason Mount just seems to miss kick it, I guess. So it is a goal kick. The referee has overruled Mason Mount's desperate cries, but no, he does not give the corner. But here's Chelsea right at it again. Sterling gives it to Aspilicueta, who crosses it in. And it's back out to Sterling. Still struggling to find that elusive goal. Southampton now on the ball, looking for any momentum, but Chelsea winning right back. Now they're counter-attacking. Here's Loftus-Cheek. Sterling is through. Huge chance for Sterling. Oh, what a miss. He is... Oh, Loftus-Cheek collects it again. Oh my god, what a chance. The problem with Sterling is, even though he's such a great player, he is so not clinical. He cannot be clinical at all. He struggles with it so much. It's absurd. It is truly absurd how inclinical Sterling can be sometimes. I guess his dribbling, his pace makes up for it. I think Loftus-Cheek has performed exceptionally as well. He's improving a lot under Tuchel, revitalizing his career. Who's Mason Mount with a chance? Sterling! Sterling again! And he scores! It's 1-0 Chelsea. What a finish from Sterling. And a bit of a scuffed goal, but it is indeed 1-0 Chelsea. They do get the first goal of the game, and they deserve it. They do deserve it. So there you have it, 1-0 to Chelsea. We can now update the goal scorers to Raheem Sterling in the 23rd minute. Interesting. Very interesting. We do have Sterling in the 23rd. 1-0. Very good play from Mason Mount. It just kind of, falls back to Sterling in a pretty, weird way, I'd say. But he does collect it and he does score. He does score indeed. So I need to get this live sorted. Give me a second, guys, to fix this because I was really hoping to get this live on TikTok as well. But hey, 1-0 to Chelsea, and what a goal it was for Raheem Sterling. That's 3 goals in 2 games. I was about to say 2 goals in 2 games. No, that's 3. So he is finding life at Chelsea pretty easy, and we'd expect that. It's not like he's coming from another league. He has experience in the Prem. He has many goals in the Prem, and he deserved it, honestly. What a player. All right, then. Okay. 25th minute, and it is 1-0 to Chelsea. I'm going to quickly run and sort this out, guys. Give me, I'd say, 30 seconds. All right, guys, just sorting this out. Nearly there. Sorry, boys, this is very unorganized on my part, but it is still 1-0. I cannot miss a goal. All right, guys. Sorry about that. We're back and we're here to stay. We aren't going to be moving around anymore. Just had to sort that out because it was really annoying me. But hey, I mean, it's my fault. A bit unorganized. But we're back and it's all good. Still 1-0 to Chelsea. And looking like a pretty good game, especially on Sterling's part. He has created a few chances for himself and also for other players. Looking very sharp. Oh, here's Southampton. Salisu with an open shot. Oh, and what a finish. It is 1-1. That wasn't Salisu, that was Lavia. But what a goal. That is unreal. Beautiful. Beautiful. What a finish. That is goal of the week. That is going to be pretty hard to beat. A rocket from outside the box. And Lavia gets the goal. Brilliant shot. Oh my god. He smashed that into the corner. No chance for Mendy. And it is 1-1. Interesting. Did not expect that from Southampton so early, but hey, maybe my prediction's on the rise. Wow, what a goal. That is brilliant. I mean, Ward Prowse, as you'd expect, takes a great corner. And then it's just such a brilliant strike. It falls out to Lavia and he just smashes it home. What a goal. So it is 1-1. We do restart at 1-1. And looking good. It is looking good. It does seem like we have a game on our hands. I'm gonna need to turn off this commentary before I get banned. Cannot be showing that. That is copyright. Um, so there we go, guys. 1-1. What a goal for Southampton. Is the echo on? Why are we echoing? Why are we echoing? Why on earth are we echoing? I do not understand why we could be echoing. Why could we be echoing? Interesting. What are we talking? I'm confused. Why are we echoing on TikTok? But anyway, it is still 1-1 and 30th minute. Why are oh right, the timer has restarted. Let me fix that. 30th minute, 35th second. Good. Here we go. Southampton. Chelsea clear. Thiago Silva. Very decorated player. Very good player. Manages to get rid. But Chelsea aren't backing down. I mean, they do know how important this win would be in the grand scheme of things. Get a message there. Hey man, how you doing? It is still 1-1. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you believe will win this game? I actually feel like, if Southampton keep up with this intensity, it could easily end at a 2-2 draw. But I do expect Chelsea to score. Obviously, you can see my prediction. I have predicted a 3-1 win. So hopefully that happens. I've also put the rest of my Premier League predictions in a video. You guys can check that out on my TikTok page. Game is very interesting though, and I think that has fixed the echo. That should have fixed the echo. So we're still at 1-1 here in the 33rd minute. Southampton are coming with chances, but I mean, it's still very tight, I have to say. Here we go. Chelsea trying to find some rhythm. Oh, it's still going. It is what it is. We are going to have an echoing mic on this stream, unfortunately, but hey, we'll fix that in the future. Maybe at halftime I'll sort that out. Hey, finish. That is goal of the week. That is going to be pretty hard to beat. A rocket from outside the box. And it is still 1-1, 35th minute. Chelsea are coming thick and fast for this second goal. That would see them obviously take the lead in this game. But here we go, Southampton. Oh, and Mendy collects. Mendy is a bit of a liability recently. He might not be the most solid keeper. So maybe Southampton just need to hit it low. Maybe if they do. "35th minute now though. And it is looking like Chelsea are a bit shook by that Southampton goal. But here they are, Chelsea, trying to make something happen. Jorginho with a brilliant pass. Chelsea now, look at Ziyech. Look at him go. But Southampton collect. And now Southampton look for counter-attack. Southampton trying to switch it, but they can't get it over the defense. Defense are very solid. This Chelsea side is fighting hard. Still just trying to figure out why we are echoing. Oh no. I'll sort out at halftime. Obviously, guys, I am echoing on another stream. I'm not here. But hey, I need to stop bringing that up and we need to focus on the game. They are going to go for a break here because of the heat, I believe. But isn't this game being played at night? Not sure. But just a rerun of this goal here, man. Very lucky for Sterling. But then look at this Southampton goal. What a shot. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Bang. Mendy did get a touch on it, but it was not enough, and unsurprisingly, not enough. I mean, what a strike. There is a break ongoing right now, guys. So be sure to be dropping down in the comments who you think is going to come out on top in this match. Because it is looking pretty, it was looking very blue. Chelsea were dominating, but until that Southampton goal went in, it all changed. Then again, I mean, you have to give credit to both managers for, putting on a lineups that have just given us such an exciting game. Both teams have been filled with quality, absolutely full of it. Here we go. Chelsea attacking now. It's Havertz. He finds Cucurella, who's trying to get past, but he can't. Very good defending there from Salisu. As I mentioned, what a defender he is. Very dominant and very strong. Kyle Walker Peters is there as well. Very explosive young English right wing back. I think he's, you know, matured very nicely in the Southampton team. But we are 40 minutes in, and it is looking like we're going to go into the half at 1-1. 40th minute, still 1-1. Still looking for a spark within these teams. Starting to die out a little bit. But hey, I mean, Chelsea are still, a team full of quality. And in my Premier League predictions video, I believe I put them somewhere around the top three. I think I put them around third, I believe. And I did put Liverpool to win it. I did put City at second. Um, whether that's changed or not, I'm not sure. But I think I put Chelsea relatively high ahead of, the likes of Arsenal, Spurs, and United. And who would have thought Arsenal would have been this good this season? Obviously, like many things, it easily could come to an end. But maybe they found a new consistency. Maybe Arsenal will continue with this. And from what I've seen against Fulham, I actually did a live stream on that one. Make sure you guys check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. Um, they were, you know, pretty stale against Fulham. They had a lot of chances and they just couldn't finish them. They got very, lucky in the end with their goal, but they deserved it. But so did Fulham. I mean, it was a very even game. So Arsenal do slip up when they do. I mean, it's not a surprise if they do. But in my eyes, I just think Chelsea have more consistency, more of an idea how to play in these conditions where they're being overrun in the midfield. Speaking of midfield, Conor Gallagher getting that red card recently. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another red in this Chelsea game. I mean, how many reds has it been? You've got Tuchel, you've got Koulibaly, and you've got obviously Gallagher. Who's next? Who is next? And I don't think Koulibaly is playing this game. I believe he is. No, he is. He is. My bad. He is playing this game. His red card has. I thought because obviously he got a second yellow, but in my eyes, I don't know. I believe that it was a straight red, which obviously wasn't. So he only did miss one game. Other than Nunes, who did win that. He did get that 2 game ban for the straight red. So it does vary. It does vary. We've seen a lot of red cards in the Prem already. Honestly, it has been a very dirty start to the Prem, but it's all entertainment. Hey man, how you doing? 42nd minute here, and Chelsea are still pressing, but they are getting, you know, pushed around a lot by Southampton. They are trying to go into halftime with 1-1, which would be a great result. I think that goal was pretty undeserved. So Southampton would be happy that they got it, and they will be happy if it does stay like this, and if it does end like this. I mean, a 1-1 draw against Chelsea is not bad at all, but we do hope that there is another goal in this, because otherwise, it's going to be a long stream. Here we go now. Southampton win it, and now they can counter. Here we go. Oh, very slow and honestly lazy from Southampton player there. They need to be more active on their feet. That was a golden opportunity. Jorginho to Loftus Cheek now. Bobbing all over the place, but Chelsea do recover. Southampton trying to win it, but Chelsea just keep their composure. Now here's Kai Havertz, who finds Cucurella. Cucurella with good skill. What a signing he has been, and what signing he is. Very good wing back. And, there was talks of him going to Man City. There was talks of him staying at Brighton. I mean, we remember that famous tweet from Brighton that is going to be a national treasure for quite some time. But Chelsea did get their man in the end, and I think he's excellent. Very technical, very quick, very smart, very good signing. 2 minutes added on now. And it does look like we are going to go into a 1-1 stalemate at halftime, which I think has been, a good summary of the game we've seen. Both teams have been very even. So I think it's fair. I'm just going to set up this light because it is getting a little dark. But Southampton with a chance, and they've scored! With a few minutes left to play of halftime. Southamptons have scored, and my camera is going all over the place. Give me a second, guys. This is very poor. Uh, very interesting. It is 2-1 now. Let me sort this out. There we go. All right, and we're back. What a goal out of nowhere. I mean, I was going to fix my light because the attack wasn't getting anywhere. But then I believe that's Adam Armstrong who just smashes it into the top corner. It is 2-1, and he update that. It is indeed 2-1. Wow. 2-1 to Southampton, and a brilliant goal from who I believe is Adam Armstrong. In the 46th. Who would have thought? It's 2-1 Southampton. Let me change the light because it's getting too bright despite it being very dark. That's good. Very good. 2-1. Very interesting. I'll stick to that. All right. Now let me set up this light without hopefully any interruption. A Chelsea player's gone down here and he's making a bit. Oh, it's Jorginho. Of course, he's going to make a scene of it. Hate that guy with passion. Honestly, Jorginho is one of the most annoying players. Sorry, guys. Okay, and that is halftime. It is halftime, and it is, of course, what no one expected, a lead to Southampton. Who would have thought? It is 2-1, and that blows my prediction out the window. Um, Man U are better now. Okay. 2 goals against Chelsea. Yeah. I mean, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Absolutely right, man. So there we have it, guys. Halftime, and it is indeed 2-1. So during halftime, what I like to do is look at my FPL, which is exactly what we are about to do. Let me just pause the timer because it obviously isn't relevant right now because it is halftime. I'll pause it on the 45th. There we go. And let me sort out this webcam, guys, because it is starting to react to our surroundings. So make it a little bit brighter. We'll fix this low light compensation. We'll fix the exposure. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. It is obviously 2-1 Chelsea. And yeah, let's look at some FPL because we obviously on this channel still play that. I do make some content on that. If you guys are interested, it is on my channel. So let's take a look. I'll just set this up nicely. It is obviously 2-1 Southampton, so that is halftime. So let us switch over for a little halftime show. And then, yeah, we will be cooking. Let me just switch over back to the main screen so you guys don't see my login details. Okay, and we are back. There we go. Okay, so as you guys can see, game week 4, we've done pretty well. Haaland as captain, that was a great choice. Reece James was pretty good, and I didn't switch him out. I thought he was, you know, a still big shout to play, but he didn't. And Trippier, he is in the squad, so I do believe he'll play. Luis Diaz is there as well, and Salah is there as well. Unfortunately, I ran out of free transfers to bring out Murphy, but you know what? We're going to do that right now because I believe we have 2 free transfers. So let's set this up. So I'm going to get rid of Murphy, or no, keep him, but I'm going to bring in a new player now. So we have a few injured defenders. So I'm going to get rid of Zinchenko and Reece James. And this is obviously going to be for game week 6. So it's going to be a little bit different. What is going on at Chelsea? Even United kept a clean sheet. Yep, but I just think Chelsea are a lot more attacking, so maybe it's just come back to haunt them, in a sense. Saliba is a good pick. Um, let's see his games. 'Cause Arsenal haven't played a big team yet, so surely they're playing one soon. Yep, United away. I'm gonna stay away from Saliba. We need to look at fullbacks though. Perisic. Does he play? I mean, I'm not an FPL guru or anything, but I'm not gonna pick a player who doesn't play. Um, the best thing we can look at is team selected by, and there is obviously Nico Williams, but that's just for depth. Cucurella, we need to bring him in. That is 100%. Should have brought him in way long ago. So let's bring him in. What are Chelsea's fixtures looking like? They do play Liverpool at home soon, but they do play West Ham at home. They should win that. Fulham away, they should win that. And then look at all those easy games. Yeah, I think Cucurella's the best choice there. And then apart from Zinchenko, not many. I'll be honest, not many picks here. How much money do we have? 11.9. You know what? You know what? We'll bring in Andy. Is that? Yeah, that's too many Liverpool players. I'm not taking out Mo. There's no way I'm taking out Mo. Um, what do you guys think? What should we do here? Martinez is there. I might just go ahead and pick Saliba, or I could just stick with Reece James. And then we've got 5.4 for the remaining position here. Do I just go for Saliba? You can't go for Saliba there. No way, man. Come on. Let's look at the maximum as 5.5 because that's obviously our budget. Kyle Walker, Matty Cash, Aston Villa are doing bad. I was gonna pick him until Aston Villa's blunders recently. It's probably gonna have to be Kieran Trippier in Newcastle play, Liverpool away, and Crystal Palace. I mean, it's a risky one, but you know what? We'll go for him. We'll go for Kieran Trippier. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna sort out this. Sorry about that, guys. We are back. Now, we do have 5.4. Do we just stick with a 4 back? I think we should. We will bring in Nico Williams there, just for depth. And then we have 1.3. So we can play a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2. Now, if I replaced my striker, I'd have 5.8. And I think we know that there's not, many strikers that you can get for 5.8. So we'll restore Derivistoglu, whoever he is. And I'm going to get rid of Murphy because I do see Andreas Pereira play some games. And then we will bring in for 5.7. Not many. Let's try figure this out. Pedro Neto could be a shout. I think he's the one. And then 0.4 to spare. That's good. I think that's good. Otherwise, who is there to get? I mean, for 7 million, Odegaard instead of Martinelli. Is that worth it? Or is Martinelli the main guy? He's not been great recently, has he? Let's look at Martinelli stats. Let's look at his last few games, guys. How has he been doing? So he's already played 4 matches and he's got 2 goals. I don't know. I just feel like Martin Odegaard has been so good recently. Or we could go for St. Max. You know what? Let's stick with Martinelli for now, but I'm going to get rid of my keeper. Mendy is not the one. Yeah, Mendy is not the one. For 5.4. we can get, let's look at, yeah, who do we go for, guys? Who should we get in the goalkeeping position? Aaron Ramsdale? He's probably the best pick, right? Oh, bit of difficult run of games there, especially for Nottingham. Brighton, what are your games like? You're always going to be difficult. You're a shite team. We'll stick with Mendy then. We'll stick with that. I think that's good. Let's confirm the transfers. -4, but we are 466,000th in the world. Now, I wouldn't flex that, but it's pretty cool out of 9 million people. Let's look at the league. So, did any... Oh, no subscribers join the league? Guys, for God's sake. But let's look at the group with my friends. We are pretty much dominating, so that's a good sign. All right, how long till the game? Only 2 minutes till the game. Chat here says Chelsea are awful. Always need someone to blame. Ref, planes, not enough money spent. I don't think they're awful. I think they will come back stronger in the second half, and it is going to be, very exciting to see them do that, because when Chelsea need a goal, they more than likely get it. So yeah. Oh, I'm still sharing my screen. My bad. Let's go back to live watch along. Here we are. Let's bring the timer back to the 45th minute and prepare. All right, and come on. There we go. Okay, 45th minute, and it is obviously 2-1 to Southampton. So let's prepare for this second half. My prediction is out the window. Adam Armstrong, just to confirm, did get that goal, I believe. Players are walking out now, and we are about to start the second half. Here. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Game is almost ready to kick off. So I'm just gonna sort out this phone issue, and then we will be back. All right, then. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The game is nearly about to kick off. So we are indeed excited for that. It is going to be truly one of the better games this week. Chelsea will definitely get back into this, and I think that this game will probably end around probably a 3-2, 4-2 scoreline for Chelsea. I am very confident Chelsea are going to get back into this and probably win the game, to be honest. They are Chelsea after all. They are one of the best teams in the world, not just the league, but the world. In terms of around the grounds, guys, in the other Premier League games, we have a 1-0 lead for Crystal Palace. Wilfried Zaha getting a goal again. This guy is scoring way too many goals. Wow. 1-0 for Crystal Palace. 2-1. Fulham are winning 2-1. And who would have guessed it? Mitrovic has scored again. 2-1 to Fulham against Brighton. And then as we look on to Southampton Chelsea, which is obviously what we're streaming right now, they are winning obviously 2-1. And then Everton are beating Leeds with another goal from Anthony Gordon. Everyone who was expected to score has scored. Now we do see Chelsea bringing on Mateo Kovacic, so pretty big player for Chelsea, obviously. And hey, he is probably going to be the light in their darkness. Maybe he'll change the game. I would bring on Kovacic for, a player like Kante or, sorry, not Kante, Jorginho. I don't think Jorginho is what Chelsea need to lead. What a brilliant goal from Zaha. Have you guys seen the goal? Unreal. Let me bring this up. What a goal. Oh my god, what a goal. Wow, wow, wow. Let's go on Twitter here so I can show you guys this unreal goal. Um, so let's see. As you can see from my search history, I was tuning into the KSI fight. So Zaha goal. Forgot who they played against. Was it Brighton? No, Brentford. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this absolute screamer. Bang, straight into the top corner. Wow, he is really dominating the Prem right now. If we look at the BBC top scorers Premier League, if we look at that right now, I mean, it's obviously not updated. Haaland has 6. Haaland has 6. My God, he is actually taking the Prem by the neck. Mitrovic has 5 now. Wilfred Zaha has 4 now. Where's Mo? Mo Salah. This guy needs to start scoring goals again. But hey, we are back into the game. And it is indeed 2-1 to Southampton. Game has just kicked off, so we need to start the timer. Sorry about that. Boom. So let's see. Let me just fix the timer because we are actually pause 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Okay. Chelsea coming out very aggressive already, trying to find their elusive goal that they need. They need this goal. Loftus-Cheek has come off for Jorginho. Kovacic. Sorry, guys, I'm making a lot of mistakes today. Just this whole thing has just been pretty rushed. I wasn't actually planning to do a live for this, but I just couldn't help myself with, a big team playing Premier League football. You can't help it. You can't help it. You gotta love it. Chelsea moving the ball around, trying to find any path to the goal. It's not going to be easy against a very determined Southampton. Southampton are doing everything they can, and I think we can see that. Just a lot of moving the ball right now. No goal threats recently, but there is still a lot of intent on these players. Both teams know that they can win, and it's just such a crazy sight to see. Southampton might actually win this game, guys. They might actually go on and do it. Very slow start to the game here, guys. Sorry, I've not been too talkative, but there just is a lot of passing around the back. Both teams trying to figure each other out. Seems more like a chess game than anything. But hey, they're trying. They're trying to find this elusive goal. Here we go. Oh, very good defending. Very smart interception there. A lot of mind games in this game. You have to love it. The referee's getting attacked here for some decision. Southampton players are not happy. Forty-ninth minute now. Both teams trying to still figure each other out. I mean, I wish I could say something else, but it is seeming very timid. Everyone is just, you know, because one goal can take a huge toll on the game. If Southampton score, Chelsea are practically out of the 3 points. And if Chelsea score, Southampton are in trouble. So both teams know how valuable a goal could be. But here's Southampton attacking. Here we go. Kyle Walker-Peters. Here we go. James Ward-Prowse. But Cucurella clears. And Mendy collects. 50 minutes in. Still a lot of things that Chelsea need to improve on. But they will be able to do it. 100%. With their quality, they will. Two one here. I'm gonna get a glass of water. 2-1. Chelsea on the ball. Pushing forward, and it's a yellow card here. But for who? Sterling's been taken down. Cucurella with what seemed to be a goal line clearance, but Chelsea managed. Southampton attacking now. Some intent. Here we go. Oh, what a save from Mendy. There we go. That's the Mendy that Chelsea expect. Very close. Now here's a ball. Oh, Chelsea now doing what they can. Here's Cucurella, who whips it in. Good save from the keeper. Chelsea are now being the ones putting their foot in Southampton's door. It's looking like Chelsea are understanding that, as much time as there is, it is technically running out. Now here's Cucurella, whips it in. Here's a chance, big chance. Is that penalty? Raheem diving. What did you expect? Cucurella collects it now. Tries finding Havertz, but the Southampton keeper comes to collect. This game is starting to die down. We need something special here. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a snooze fest. Now, here's Havertz. And of course, the ref gives the foul. Not liking this. I'm starting to get pretty woozy. Mason Mount pulling Kyle Walker Peters' shirt there. Nobody wants to see that. Now Bazunu kicks it forward. Here's a chance. Southampton. Oh, but Kovacic collects. Now Chelsea counter-attack. It's a 3-on-2. Havertz finds Mason Mount. Mason driving into the box. Brilliant ball. Ziyech. Oh, it's a great deflection. Block. Oh, wow. Chelsea turning it up now. Chelsea are turning it up. They need 2 goals in the last 33 minutes. Let's just push this up a little. Boom. Nope. Some player from Southampton has gone down now. Could be a slight injury. Have to wait and see. Looks pretty bad. Southampton players have got their head in their hands. Hope he's okay, but doesn't look too good. Chelsea players are now discussing with each other. They do know how important this win could be in the grand scheme of things. It is 2-1 to Southampton as it stands, and it would be a massive win for the Saints if they could keep it that way, which they definitely would like to. Here's just a replay of the first and second Southampton goal. Both were fantastic. Lavia is coming off with a slight injury, and they are bringing on Joe Aribo, new signing from Rangers. Interesting. Maybe he could help Southampton in getting the final nail in Chelsea's coffin. I have to wait and see. But here we go. Speaking of Aribo, oh, Southampton with a huge chance now. Walker Peters. Very bad cross. Southampton aren't giving up. I mean, why would they give up? They're winning, but they aren't slowing down. They aren't making it easy for Chelsea. Chelsea will have to really dig into their teeth if they're going to get a win here. Tomorrow, guys, make sure to join our live stream. We will be doing, there is Liverpool Newcastle and there is City Nottingham. There is Tottenham West Ham. A lot of good games. I might stick to Liverpool Newcastle just because, you know, it's a brilliant game, that is. Newcastle are obviously looking amazing. Nearly getting a win against Manchester City, but obviously they went through that 3-3 draw. What a game. Who knows? Maybe Newcastle could get that result at Anfield. It would be quite the feat, especially after Liverpool did win 9-0. Here's Salisu, the long throw. Good flick on. Back to Salisu, who crosses it in for Koulibaly to head away. Here's Southampton again, Jay Adams. Can he bring it down? Yes, he can. Little nutmeg there, but he's still going, and Chelsea clear. It's a battle of wits. It's a battle of determination, and truly whoever has more will in this game is going to win. Raheem criticizing Salisu for making a foul more than what it is. Pretty ironic. Pretty ironic, I can't lie. Now Southampton have a dangerous set piece here. It's going to be James Ward-Prowse, obviously, who switches it to the left back position. Here's Perraud. Loses it. Back to Chelsea. There needs to be some more juice in this game, man. I'm falling asleep here. Come on. Salisu surging forward now. They break into Chelsea's box. Southampton with a great ball. And it's a clearance from Azpilicueta. Probably the shortest man on the pitch. Kante is not playing, so I think we can validate that statement. James Ward-Prowse now on the set piece. This is how Southampton scored their first goal. Can it be how they scored their third? It's headed out again. It's headed out well. And here's a counter-attack now for Chelsea, but Ziyech has just not got the pace. Southampton recollect, but it's going to be a yellow card there for, I believe, James Ward-Prowse. Indeed, he did run and stop that counter-attack with a pull on the shirt. So you would expect a yellow card there. Now Koulibaly, looking for options. He finds Thiago Silva. Now here's some play from Chelsea. They are surging forward now. Mason Mount with a brilliant ball to Cucurella. And now they attack. Now they can attack. Mason Mount again. Kovacic, who has just come on, obviously, at halftime. Koulibaly now on the halfway line still. They're just not finding a way in. I'm sure the 70th minute and above is going to be very exciting because there will be a lot more attacking and electric play. But right now, it's just a total snooze fest. Maybe I'm just too spoiled from that 9-0 demolition Liverpool obviously pulled off. Here's Cucurella. Still very negative play from Chelsea. Tuchel will be fuming. Thiago Silva gives it to Ziyech. What can the wizard do with the ball in for Havertz? There's a huge chance for Kai Havertz who can't get the header right. That could have been the goal. Let me tell you, that could have been the goal. Very unlucky there from Kai Havertz. I'm going to get some microphone equipment, guys, so I can just sort this new video out. Make sure to check out all my social links as well so you can, get up to date with the content I am producing. So let me just get a microphone really quickly. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. And thankfully, it is still 2-1. Now, Chelsea have brought on Armando Broja, who is obviously the ex-Southampton player. Very powerful and very strong. I mean, look at him. He is a big man in that box. And we'll have to wait and see. Can he get the goal for Chelsea? And will he celebrate? Chelsea did obviously need a striker, and they did bring back Broja from his loan. So, I mean, very good business from Chelsea. Didn't need to spend, and they brought in a quality Premier League striker. Now, Chelsea are running out of time. I have to say, I did believe that they would, start to improve and start to take more responsibility, but South Southampton are just very solid in the back. And it does look like there might be a shock upset in the Prem this week, with Southampton potentially collecting all 3 points against Chelsea. I believe that is Kevin Friend, the referee of this game. Um, not going so well with United fans, I have to say. After years of ref bias, Kevin Friend has been pretty big exception. But here's Chelsea counterattacking Broja. Oh, very bad dribbling there, but Broha breaks. But the referee calls it back for foul. Come on, ref. Would have been a huge opportunity. So it is still 2-1 Southampton, still in the 70th minute. So it is still 2-1 Southampton, still in the 70th. They are still looking for the elusive goal. Chelsea are, in all honesty, finding it much more difficult than we perceived it would be. Closing in on the 75th minute now. Chelsea are seeming to be struggling. Pretty big shock, in all honesty. And there's only 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left. It does seem like Southampton might pull one out of the bag here. Much more difficult than we perceived it would be. Closing in on the 75th minute now. Chelsea are seeming to be struggling. Now it is still 2-1. And off comes Roman Perraud for Southampton. And on comes Gineppo. I'm a bit surprised there because Gineppo does, although he does play in the left wing back position, he does seem to be a bit more attacking than Perraud. So, is it true? Is Southampton going for a third? Are they trying to go for the more brave approach and finish this game once and for all? You have to admire them for it. Now here's Ward-Prowse with the corner. And it's a chance! That's off the line. It's off the line from Thiago Silva. Oh my word. Oh my. That could have been it. That seriously could have been it. Chelsea fans would have gone right home. Edouard Mendy, you have to be more aware than that. He just doesn't command his box anymore. He just doesn't have a presence anymore. I don't know what's happened to him. It's a real shame. Now Southampton collect it after some very careless dribbling from Mason Mount. On they come. Here they come. Still time for Chelsea to get what they long for, which is the 3 points, but every minute that passes by, it is less and less likely. Cucurella picks it up now. A little bit of a tussle between him and Salisu, but Salisu picks it up, and it results in nothing again. Joe Rebo has been pretty quiet, but we did see some action from him there. Obviously, Southampton fans are hoping he brings in some, you know, some style and some quality into this Southampton side that are lacking most of it. Here's Kyle Walker Peters now. Ball in. Good header away. Very bad clearance there from Mason Mount. Chelsea are slowly struggling and struggling. But it is seeming like Southampton might go ahead and collect all 3 points, which would be a pretty big upset and a huge, huge loss for Chelsea. I mean, every point counts in this early stage, despite it being early, every single game counts. And that might seem very Michael Owen to say, but in all honesty, it is pretty interesting to think that Chelsea might have actually not prepared as well as they could have for this game, because they look completely out of it. They haven't even come out looking for the win. Here we go now. Very good ball. Sterling is running with his pace, and it's gone out for a throw in. Ah, Christian Pulisic is now on. Chelsea are going all out attack. But every minute that passes, as I said, is a minute that Chelsea are longing for to use to get their goal. And in my eyes, it's just looking very unlikely with the way they're playing. For Chelsea to win this, they'd need to make Southampton completely out of it. And Southampton are simply still there. And I wouldn't even say that they're hanging on there. They are pretty dominant, and I'd say this game has been pretty 50-50 in the second half, when you'd expect a losing team like Chelsea, who have the ambition to go ahead and win this game, to have more of a chance of winning. But in my eyes, it's 50-50. And if I had to pick one more dominant side, I'd pick Southampton. Chelsea fans will not be happy whatsoever. And here we go. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, because James Ward-Prowse is on a free kick. Here we go. Don't go anywhere. It's time. Could he put the nail in the coffin? James Ward-Prowse with a brilliant set piece. And that was pretty anticlimactic. It results to nothing. And now Chelsea are breaking, trying to find a chance here. Koulibaly collects it to Kovacic. Finds Cucurella. Cucurella now. Oh, very weak there from Mateo Kovacic. And now only 13 minutes left to play plus added time. And Chelsea are not improving. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blues might lose to the Saints. Saints are running all over them. Chelsea are pressing, though. They are pressing very hard. In all honesty, Chelsea are just going to be lucky if they even get a draw now. The time is that scarce. But we've seen crazier things. Who knows? Chelsea might get the 2 goals. And that is very wasteful from Kovacic. So they just don't look. The problem is, you can tell. You can tell when a team is going to score. When a team has the intent to score. You can tell if a team is going to result with a goal. Even if they, aren't having any shots. If they have that dynamic, they have that chemistry, they have that intent. That is the most important word, intent. If Chelsea had the intent, I wouldn't rule them out this much. But they just are so negative in the final third. I don't see it. I don't see it to be realistic for them to score a goal. I really don't. And the biggest players aren't showing up, unfortunately. And I'm just really not. I'm not impressed. I'm really not impressed. Chelsea can do a lot better, and I'm sure Thomas Tuchel knows that. Here's Southampton. Kyle Walker Peters gets fouled, but the referee doesn't give it. It's a goal kick now. Goal kick for Chelsea. Koulibaly. A lot of clubs are obviously in for Koulibaly, and he chose Chelsea. He's wearing that iconic Terry 26. Can he live up to it? We'll have to wait and see. Chelsea are just committing useless fouls, and Southampton are running away with it, running away with it. I'm no Chelsea fan, but in all honesty, it just hurts to see a team, not give it everything they've got, especially when this game is very important. I just feel like Chelsea have been so timid. And I'm not a professional footballer, I'm not a coach, but I do expect Chelsea to be more creative, more confident, more expressive. But they have just been ill disciplined. They've just been scared, timid, more defensive when they should be more attacking. Tuchel will be furious. Tuchel will be furious. Now 10 minutes left to go. Pulisic collects. Plays it back. Chelsea looking for options now. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Gives it to Cucurella. Now to Kovacic. With a brilliant ball. Here we go. Excellent play. Oh! Now that is the first good chance Chelsea have had in the second half, and it's worrying that it has to come all the way in the 81st minute. But they are fighting now, as I predicted. Chelsea were going to be more, loose and expressive, but Sterling with a brilliant ball. Chance here. It's a save from Bazunu, and it is a corner for Chelsea. This is where Koulibaly, Broha, Thiago Silva all need to step up and get the equalizer. Because if they do, there's a huge chance for the 3 points. It was a great header from Broha. It's a better save from Bazunu. Ball in. Cleared away. Ziyech. Back in the box. Nothing. Absolutely nothing has come from that. Cucurella now. Chelsea are still looking for this goal. And I wouldn't be surprised if they got it, but I will be surprised if they don't, go all out attack for it, because time is really running out now. Here's Sterling with a very strange pass. There was no need for that, and it's resulted in a harmless Chelsea throw in now. It's starting to slip away from them. As I said, it is starting to slip away. '82nd minute now, 83rd actually. Thiago Silva is carrying it forward. Can the man do it? Man with bags of experience. Koulibaly now. Finds Mateo Kovacic. Kovacic. To Mason Mount. Very careless ball. Chelsea have just been so careless with it. I mean, it's like watching 11 Bruno Fernandes. No one is showing any, care for the ball. They're just tossing it forward and hoping for the best. Crossing, inshallah. But here's Mason Mount. Oh. Koulibaly dummies it. Brilliant. Very smart there. Pulisic collects. 6 minutes plus added time to play. Chelsea are losing it. Mount. Sterling. Sterling with a chance here. Ball in. And he spills it. Oh. It's a great save from Bazunu, who collects and drops down to the ground. Cherish the ball. I want to see a goal here for any side. I mean, we just haven't seen one for nearly 45 minutes. So come on. 5 minutes left. Can Chelsea equalise, or can Southampton nail the final dagger in Chelsea's chest? I'm being very brutal with these analogies. Um, Southampton are now bringing on what looks to be, is that a new signing? I've never seen his face. Will definitely recognize the name, but who is that? Is he English? That is, I mean, they're still not showing his name because he's not coming on yet, but I will find out. Here he comes. Adam Armstrong is coming off, so it means that this man is a striker. I'm going to be very embarrassed when I find out who this is, I think. But who knows, maybe he's a youngster from the youth academy. Adam Armstrong is coming off. The two goal scorers for Southampton are now off. And on comes, it would be Lianco. Right. 5 minutes left to play now. Sterling with great body play and Southampton collect. Chelsea win it back. Kovacic. Sterling. Huge chance. Oh, good defending from Salisu. And it's a goal kick. And Southampton riling up the crowd. You just see there Salisu animating the crowd, raising his arms. This would be a massive win for Southampton. Look at them biting their nails, and the nerves are starting to kick in because they know how important this game could be, and how massive a win like this could be for the grand scheme of, momentum, potential, impact, points. This win is everything to them, as it should be. We are rocking the Brazil kit. Neymar on the back. Can't really show that. Embarrassed myself, but maybe that will give Thiago Silva the maybe that will give Thiago Silva the luck to score the winning goal. Have to wait and see. It would be pretty mad if a Brazilian player scores to either equalize or wins it, because I've pointed that out. That would be pretty crazy. Now here's Ben Chilwell. Crosses it in and it's just not working. Pretty rare sight here to see. Chelsea fielding Cucurella and Chilwell at the same time. Thiago Silva now. To Koulibaly. Koulibaly. Surges forward. And here's Sterling. Sterling entering the box. I expected him to dive there, to be honest, but he just couldn't get out of his feet. 3 minutes left to play for Chelsea to salvage at least a point. I mean, it's not necessarily easy to come to Southampton away, but it's not necessarily hard. Manchester United did it. And that was after they came off, a couple of losses. So Chelsea are going to be very disappointed with themselves if they do not get this goal. And I'm just finding out now that Lianco is actually a defender. So Ralph Hasenhüttl obviously brought off Armstrong, a striker for a defender, so he's clearly trying to see out this win as he should. Tuchel is not looking happy. Looks very angry. Set piece now. Ball in. Thiago Silva. Oh, nearly the Brazil. Now here's Cucurella. Kovacic. Surging. He's been probably, a little light in Chelsea's game, but he hasn't necessarily changed anything in the grand scheme of things. Chelsea are still, 2-1 down. And it could have been 3 if not for that Thiago Silva goal line clearance. Oh, microphone keeps falling. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me just show you. Right now, we've got a tissue box holding up the microphone because we are still grinding. Once we get out of the situation, once we start, getting a little bit, bigger and stronger, maybe we'll have a full mic set up one day. But we are using a Kleenex tissue box to mount the microphone. I mean, you couldn't tell if I didn't bring it up, but I've always used it for all my videos. Now here is Koulibaly taking the throw in, and Chelsea have seconds. seconds to find a goal. Wait, we're about to find out at the time. So maybe they'll have a little bit more than that. My prediction would be 3 minutes of added time. We have had many stoppages, but five? 5 minutes. Chelsea have got time. I remember one instance, I believe it was Newcastle against Everton. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I do believe it was Newcastle against a blue shirt team. And they did score 2 goals in added time, one in the 93rd and one in the 94th. And I believe it was a bicycle kick from Lejeune. Don't think he's at the club anymore. Southampton threw on goal, but he just didn't have the stamina or the pace. So yeah, as I said, if Newcastle can do it, maybe Chelsea can too. Time is running out. Chelsea have now gone all-out attack, even though the ball is all the way back at the halfway line. They are all crowding the box. Now here they come. Here is Cucurella. What Chelsea needs is a corner. I think if they get a corner, they will score from it. They're going to have everyone in there. Good defending from Chilwell. Southampton are obviously taking their time because they know they don't need to rush it. They just need to take this one by one, and they will have this massive, massive win against a team like Chelsea. What a win it would be for Ralph Hasenhuttl, who, in all honesty, deserves a win like that. I really love him as a manager. Unfortunately, he has lost 9-0 twice, which is probably a footballing record. But we are obviously now in the 92nd minute. Obviously, the timer has stopped at 90. Just for closure, I'll just restart it here at 2 minutes 08 once it gets to it. Yep. So that is obviously 90 plus the numbers on the timer. Time is running out for Chelsea. Now here's Mount, who can't control it. Southampton are pressing. I think a player just pulled his hamstring there. Looked pretty real to me. He is down, but the game is still progressing. The ref is not stopping it. There is a little bit of a, protest amongst the Southampton players, but the game is still ongoing. They aren't stopping anytime soon, and here's Sterling cutting inside. Can't get around them. The thing with Sterling is he's so fast, but he is way too small, so it is just so difficult for him when it's one-on-one against, a crowd of these muscly defenders. But when he's through on goal, when he's one-on-one with the keeper, will more than likely score. He has got incredible pace, but just not the physique. Last 2 minutes for Chelsea. Can they conjure up anything? Broha wins the header. Chelsea are crowding around Southampton like a shark around blood. Goldbridge will not be proud of that one. Last minute corner. Kyle Walker-Peters has conceded a corner for Southampton. Here's a huge chance. Mendy is up for the corner. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ziyech on it. You know it has to be good. It's in the box. It's a shot. And it's deflected, but Sterling collects. Now here's Ziyech again. Ball in. Mount. Oh, Mendy nearly getting a touch on it. Oh, wow. I thought Southampton would have scored there, but no. There is a free kick now. And now Sterling collects. The Mendy nearly got something on it, and that would have been crazy. Allison part 2. There's only 20 seconds left. Southampton are gonna steal it, ladies and gentlemen. There is no time for Chelsea to get anything out of this. Wow. Game is surely about to end. Cucurella fouled there, and there it is. Southampton get the win against Chelsea. That is unreal. A huge win for Southampton there, and definitely one they will cherish for a very long time. Wow. That is pretty crazy. Wow. Chelsea will be fuming. And now let's look at, I guess, let's just look at the other. Obviously, there are still multiple games still ongoing, and that is Premier League fixtures. Let's see. So Leeds United did get an equalizer. Sinistera, the new signing, very interesting. Around the grounds, we have some more games, obviously. So let's look at that. Crystal Palace and Brentford ended 1-1. Johan Wissa with barely any time to go. Crystal Palace will not be happy with that. Regarding the other games, Fulham did see out their win against Brighton with an own goal from Dunk, a goal for Mitrovic. So very good win for them there. And Leeds United Everton is actually still ongoing. Interesting. Any more games? I believe there was like a little bit more. Is that it? Is there maybe a game that's... No, that is it. Alright, so tomorrow we've got a lot of games to go, and we will be looking at that with our live stream. I do believe I will be doing a Liverpool Newcastle live, and then the day after I will be doing a Leicester United live. So I guess let's just see this out. Let us just wait for the Leeds game, Leeds United against Everton. Let's see if anything comes of that, but you know what? I'm gonna call it a stream, I think. Very surprising to see Southampton get the win against Chelsea, but you can't blame them. They really fought for it, and I think Chelsea were just very lazy and lackluster. Southampton did score two brilliantly finished goals. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into the live stream. This is actually my most successful live yet, and I will definitely be doing more with Manchester United's games, with Liverpool's games. I mean, so many more big games that we will be covering, and Champions League games. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more football content. I am going to be releasing a lot more with Man United rebuild video coming up, with Champions League predictions coming up, FPL coming up, and many other footballing related content. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I just said,